Hello everyone, welcome to Success Education. Today we'll be doing the workbook solution for Social Science for Standard 8, Chapter number 10, Following the Mahatma Part 2. Before that, if you have not subscribed my channel till now, please do subscribe it for more videos. So we'll start with the MCQs. First one, through which movement were the unjust laws of the government broken in a disciplined manner? It's option number D, civil disobedience movement. Second, with what was the civil disobedience movement started? It's option number B, Dandi March. Third, who started the Dandi March? It's option number C, Mahatma Gandhi. Fourth, from where did Gandhiji start the Dandi March? It's option number A, from Sabarmati Ashram. Fifth, how many satyagrahis joined the Dandi March? It's option number B, 78. Sixth, when did the Dandi March start? It's option number C, on 12th March 1930. Seventh, where was the second round table conference convened by the British? It's option number C, in London. Eighth, which round table conference did Gandhiji attend? It's option number B, second. Ninth, in 1939 the Congress committees resigned because it's option number D. The British government declared India a part of World War II without consulting the federal legislature. 10th, during which conference did the Muslim League pass the resolution of demanding Pakistan as a separate nation? It's option number B, during the Lahore conference held in March 1940. 11th, Gandhiji decided to start individual satyagraha because it's option number D, he was not willing to embarrass the British government during the war. 12th, in which movement was the slogan of do or die given by Gandhiji? It's option number D, Quit India. 13th, when was the historical resolution of Quit India passed? It's option number C, on the night of 8th August 1942. 14th, which British Prime Minister declared that India will be given complete freedom? It's option number B, Clement Attlee. 15th, which of the following was not one of the proposals put forth by the Cabinet Mission Plan? It's option number A, to establish a single rule in the whole country. 16th, who was the Prime Minister of the interim government? It's option number D, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. 17th, when did the Muslim League observe the Direct Action Day? It's option number C, on 16th August 1946. Now we'll continue with question number 2. Fill in the blanks. First one. In 1930, Gandhiji declared that he would undertake a march to break the unjust salt law. Second, Gandhiji started the Dandi March from Sabarmati Ashram in Ahmedabad. Third, Gandhiji started the Dandi March on 12th March 1930. Fourth, Gandhiji reached Dandi on 5th April 1930. Fifth, Gandhiji broke the salt law on 6th April 1930. Sixth, the first roundtable conference was unsuccessful as Indian National Congress decided to boycott it. Seventh, Gandhiji attended the second roundtable conference. Eighth, with the help of the Government of India Act 1935, the second phase of constitutional changes started in India. Ninth, according to Dr. Rajendra Prasad, provincial governors retained important reserved powers. 10th, the Second World War started in 1939. 11th, the historical resolution of Quit India was passed on 8th August 1942 during the Mumbai session of the Indian National Congress. 12th, Clement Attlee became the Prime Minister of England after Second World War. 13th, British Prime Minister Clement Attlee made an announcement of giving India complete independence. 14th, the British Cabinet Mission, which came to India in 1946, was a three-member commission. 15th, after Direct Action Day was declared communal, tension prevailed in the country. 16th, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru was the Prime Minister of the interim government. 17th, British Prime Minister Attlee announced that the British government would leave India by June 1948. Now we'll continue with question number 3. True or false? First one. Gandhiji started the Dandi March on 31st March 1930. It is false. Second, due to the absence of the Congress, the first round table conference was unsuccessful. It is true. Third, After March 1940, the creation of Pakistan became the main goal of the Muslim League. It is true. Fourth, during the Second World War, Gandhiji started mass satyagraha. It is false. Fifth, Gandhiji selected Kasturba Gandhi as the first individual satyagrahi. It is false. Sixth, there was a proposal to divide all the provinces of India into three parts in the cabinet mission plan. It is true. Seventh, due to the attitude of the Muslim League, communal harmony was maintained in the country during the time of the interim government. It is false. Now we'll continue with question number 4. Match the following. First one, Dandi March. It's option number 4, Mahatma Gandhi. Second, first individual satyagrahi. It's option number 1, Vinoba Bhave. Third, England's new Prime Minister. It's option number 5, Clement Attlee. Fourth, Prime Minister of the interim government. It's option number 3, Jawaharlal Nehru. Now we'll continue with question number 5. Answer in 1 or 2 sentences. First one, which authority was given to Gandhiji by the Executive Committee of Indian National Congress that met in Ahmedabad? To launch the civil disobedience movement was the authority given to Gandhiji by the Executive Committee of Indian National Congress that met in Ahmedabad. Second, who started the Dandi March? From where and when was it started? Gandhiji started the Dandi March from Sabarmati Ashram, Ahmedabad with his 78 companions on 12th March 1930. Third one, why did Gandhiji march to Dandi, or give reason? Gandhiji marched to Dandi. Salt was made a taxable commodity which Gandhiji and other nationalists felt was very unjust, so Gandhiji marched to Dandi. Fourth one, why did the British government arrange round-table conferences, or give reason? The British government arranged round-table conferences. British government arranged round-table conferences in order to discuss the constitutional changes required for Indians. Fifth one, why was the first round-table conference unsuccessful? The first conference was unsuccessful as the Indian National Congress decided to boycott it. Sixth one, why did Gandhiji suggest after the elections that were held according to the Government of India Act of 1935, Gandhiji suggested that the Indian National Congress would form the federal legislature only if it is guaranteed that the governors would not exercise the exclusive powers granted to them and act as per the advice of the elected provincial ministers. Seventh one, why did various Congress committees resign in 1939, or give reason? Various Congress committees resigned in 1939. When the World War II broke out in the year 1939, the British government declared India a part of it without consulting the federal legislature. As a sign of protest, the committees resigned. 8. Who were the first to propagate the theory of Pakistan? Muhammad Iqbal and Chaudhry Rahmat Ali were the first to propagate the theory of Pakistan. Ninth, when and where was the resolution to demand Pakistan passed? The resolution of demand for Pakistan was passed in Muslim League session held at Lahore in March 1940. 10th, when did the Muslim League make the creation of Pakistan its main objective? It was suggested to form an independent nation having the majority of the Muslim population. After this, the creation of Pakistan became the main objective of the Muslim League. 11th, why did Gandhiji start individual satyagraha, or give reason? Gandhiji started individual satyagraha. Gandhiji started individual satyagraha because he was not willing to put the British government into a very embarrassing situation during the war. 12th one, what warning did Gandhiji give to the British in 1942? Gandhiji warned the Britishers in 1942 that they should leave India immediately. 13th, what order did Gandhiji give to the people of India in 1942? Gandhiji asked the people of India to follow the principle of do or die and continue to struggle against the Britishers in a non-violent manner. 14th, when and where was the historical resolution of Quit India passed? The historical resolution of Quit India was passed in the Mumbai session of the Indian National Congress on 8th August 1942. 15th one, when and why did British Prime Minister Attlee send the cabinet mission to India? The Prime Minister of Britain, Mr. Clement Attlee, sent an cabinet mission in 1946 to India that aimed to discuss and plan for the transfer of power from the British to Indian leadership, thereby conferring India with complete independence. 16th, what announcement did British Prime Minister Attlee make on 20th February 1947? The British Prime Minister on 20th February 1947 announced in the British Parliament that latest by June 1948 the powers would be completely transferred to the Indians. 17th, what was the effect of British Prime Minister Attlee's announcement of transferring complete power to Indians? The enthusiasm and happiness of Indian leaders and the common people knew no bounds. Gandhiji welcomed this decision of the Britishers by saying that it was their best decision. Now we'll continue with question number 6. Answer in detail. First one, which proposals were included in the cabinet mission? The proposals included in the cabinet mission were to establish their total self-rule in the country, to divide the whole country into total 3 provinces, allow India to design its own constitution, formation of an interim or provisional government till the constitution was framed. Second, when and why did the Muslim League observe Direct Action Day? What was its result? The Muslim League observed 16th August 1946 as the Direct Action Day. As a result, communal tension prevailed in the country and many parts witnessed communal riots too. And here we come to the end of the chapter number 10, that is Following the Mahatma Part 2. I hope you have understood the whole chapter. If you have any doubts, you can write in the comment section. I'll surely try to answer all the questions. Thank you for watching my video and do subscribe my channel for more updates. Thank you.